Hello everybody, Dylan here, and today we are going to be doing a theory, a Sonic theory. So I hope you guys are ready, because today we are looking into the Chaos Emeralds and how they work in Sonic 06. Stay tuned today on DHT. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why care about Sonic 06? Sonic 06 sucked. It didn't introduce anything new with the Emeralds. They've always worked the same. But that's where you're wrong. Sonic 06 did suck subjectively, but the Chaos Emeralds don't work the same way in that game. In fact, we learned something entirely new about the Chaos Emeralds that everyone has been completely overthinking. Now, I seen a video, or a few videos actually, trying to explain how the Chaos Emeralds ended up where they were through time travel. But here's the thing, even when you do that, it makes no sense how Mephiles can just obtain them all in the end. It can make sense though if you dig deeper in the Sonic the Hedgehog lore. Now, how you normally expect time travel to work is, if Sonic had a blue emerald and he went back 15 seconds ago using Chaos Control, he should bump into himself with a blue emerald. So now there will be two blue emeralds. But that isn't what happens, because it turns out that Kid Elise was given the green emerald, and she said she held on to that for most of her life. Now, how could she have the green emerald if they had the green emerald multiple times in the past when she was supposed to have it? This would break the rules of time travel. There should now be two green emeralds, but that isn't what happened. Instead, we see people going back to the past, and somehow they now have the green emerald. It should make no sense of how they could get that emerald if they weren't in possession of it originally. And now there should be two emeralds, but instead, there still remains the one that that person has. You may say that this is unexplainable, but if you look deeper into Sonic the Hedgehog lore, it can be explained pretty easily. In Sonic Rivals 2, the Master Emerald is being described as a transcendent object, meaning that it exists in all places and time at once. And if you take it from one place in time, it disappears throughout all places and time. Well, what if the Chaos Emeralds work in a similar way to the Master Emerald? After all, the Chaos Emeralds were created by the same deity that created the Master Emerald, so it's not totally out of logic to say that they would work similar. Now, since we know the Chaos Emeralds are transcendent objects, we can rethink how the Emeralds work in Sonic 06. Now, let's go back to our thought experiment. Sonic has the blue emerald. He travels back in time 15 seconds. So of course he's gonna bump into himself, but this time, instead of having two blue emeralds, one of the emeralds quit existing and turned into the main emerald. So, how can we determine who would be the one holding the real emerald and whose emerald would quit existing? It's purely by chance or by plot's sake, because sometimes people from the future go back into the past and now they have the only green one. Sometimes people from the past go into the future and now they have the only green emerald. It's really just up to luck on whose emerald ceased to exist and whose emerald now exists. So basically what I'm saying is, if you have an emerald and you go any place in time, chances are you will lose your emerald or someone else will lose that emerald. The emeralds can't exist both at the same time. There can't be two green emeralds, there can't be two red emeralds. One has to quit existing. It would be way too overpowered if these objects could exist, because then theoretically, someone could travel back in the time multiple times and have 6 sets of Chaos Emeralds. That's not how the emeralds work, and that's not how the Master Emerald works. Because if the Master Emerald is stolen from any place in time, it quits existing altogether until it's returned back. Now, this is complicated, but I do believe that this is how time traveling works with the Chaos Emeralds. It's really simple, but yet really complicated. And if my theory is right, then all those videos trying to track the emeralds are now completely useless, because they don't go by the rules of logic you would normally expect them to. Normally, you would expect if you have a rock and you travel back in time to meet yourself, you both will be holding the rock, but that's not how it works with Sonic. So yeah, I hope you guys like this theory. I know it's a little complicated, but my friends really asked me to do this one. It's a question that's asked all the time with Sonic 06, so if you guys understood this and liked it, you can hit the like button. If you really liked it, you can share it, and if you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe. There's plenty of Sonic theorists out there. My friend Scourge recently hit 10K. Congrats on him. Thanks all you guys for watching. You guys are awesome, and bye.